In a significant turn of events, former President Donald Trump, returning from the Vatican after attending Pope Francis's funeral, voiced fresh skepticism about Russian President Vladimir Putin's willingness to end the ongoing war in Ukraine. Just a day earlier, Trump had projected optimism, suggesting that Ukraine and Russia were very close to a deal. But as events unfolded and Russia continued to launch missile attacks on Ukrainian civilian areas, Trump's tone dramatically shifted. Posting on social media mid-flight aboard Air Force One, Trump openly questioned Putin's motives. There was no reason for Putin to be shooting missiles into civilian areas, cities, and towns over the last few days, Trump wrote. The former president, who had long positioned himself as someone capable of negotiating peace between the two nations, now appeared increasingly frustrated. It makes me think that maybe he doesn't want to stop the war. He's just tapping me along and has to be dealt with differently, through banking or secondary sanctions. Too many people are dying, he added. These comments mark one of Trump's most direct criticisms of Putin to date, a notable shift given Trump's historically cautious approach to publicly criticizing the Russian leader. Only days earlier, Trump had sharply condemned Russia's deadly barrage on Kyiv, posting a blunt message to Putin: "Stop!" Trump's new doubts come at a critical moment. His administration, working through Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, has been striving to broker a ceasefire. Witkoff's meeting with Putin in Moscow had reportedly yielded encouraging signs, fueling Trump's optimism about a potential breakthrough. But the continued Russian bombardment of Ukraine's cities has cast a shadow over those hopes. Meanwhile, Trump's brief and significant encounter with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy at the Vatican has garnered intense attention. This face-to-face meeting marked the first between the two leaders since a heated Oval Office exchange months earlier, an argument that temporarily derailed U.S. military aid and intelligence sharing with Ukraine. Their latest conversation, lasting about 15 minutes inside the majestic St. Peter's Basilica, was described by both sides as productive, albeit pressed for time. Following the meeting, Zelenskyy praised the discussion on social media, calling it a good meeting and expressing hope for tangible results. "We discussed a lot one-on-one. Protecting lives, full and unconditional ceasefire, reliable and lasting peace. These were our priorities," Zelenskyy wrote. He also met with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer the same day, underlining the intensifying diplomatic efforts to rally global support for Ukraine.